Okay, I'm now trying to figure out your potential. Oh, your potential is very high.
So welcome back to Video Summer with another drop or not round.
Right.
And today... Right. I don't have glasses, not that cool. Right. And today with Hachi-nan tte.
And some other words that follow this, because the title is very
I can't
long.
believe I'm the eighth son.
Right.
Something
and I can't
like that.
believe I've watched it already 3 episodes of
Alright, yeah.
stuff. So basically what this show is about is like every other isekai you've ever seen. You have one dude that just randomly gets transported in another world.
Yeah, into another world, into another
world.
body.
And he's an 8-year-old, 9-year-old kid.
6-year-old, 5-year-old?
I don't know, he's just a
Very
little
young.
kid.
He kills a very young kid because the young kid loses consciousness and he is suddenly in it. So it must mean that the 5-year-old died.
Probably. Or he switched bodies with him, and the 8-year-old kid is now in his 20s.
That would be a very much
That would
more
be
interesting.
the way more interesting show.
We can't even get through the summary.
So back to topic. We have this super boring dude gets transported into another world. Is a 6-year-old guy, I don't know, born into a very poor family, but also noble family. I don't know how that works. And he has super magical powers, and we go from here.
Yeah, right. He is OP.
It's a little bit spoilery, but not really.
Not really.
You see it in the
No,
first
you see
few
it in the
seconds.
first few seconds that he is super OP with magic.
Right.
In any case, it's overall, without spoiler, it's just another generic isekai. It took the playbook cliches.
Yeah.
It feels like
You could write that.
you could write. Maybe you did write it and we don't know about it. Seriously, it feels like someone wrote a book about
How to write a generic isekai.
how to write an isekai, and
But
or maybe
please-
there's like a Lego building blocks
Yeah.
set where for isekai.
The characters are bland. I mean, like we basically just know this one dude. The other characters got introduced, but they're basically the same with different faces at that point. Then he has no goal as well. He's just powerful. Sometimes, or most of the times with his shows, you don't have any kind of stakes, you don't have no motivation, you don't have any kind of character development, and that's just everything there is to the show.
Yeah,
it's a bunch of nothingness.
Yeah, a bunch of
Powered
nothingness.
in a fantasy world.
And I think that's already almost the conclusion of the
of the spoiler-free part.
of the spoiler-free part,
Yeah.
because there's nothing more to say. You've probably seen this show a couple of times already.
If you have seen it or not, you can just keep watching the
Well,
spoiler
basically,
part.
don't mind the spoiler tag. Well, we put one in anyway. But now into the spoiler zone, which is definitely every other generic isekai you've ever seen.
Right.
He has OP. He has magic. He is probably one of the most powerful magicians in this world. A wonder, a wonder. He is very clever for a 6-year-old because he was before a 35-year-old.
That's okay, but he gets into the body of a whatever-year-old.
Yeah.
Then it's nothing like imagine that would happen to you. What would happen? You would probably have a psychological breakdown or something.
Yeah, something.
But he's like, oh, all right, I'm 6 years old now and I'm living in a fantasy world.
Fair enough.
All right, who are you? You're my father.
Right.
All right.
I have how many brothers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm the 7th son. No, 8th son. 8th son. Sorry, Hachi.
Yeah. So, this is one of these. Like 90% of every isekai, you have to ask yourself, why is this even an isekai? With this as well, there's no reason
Absolutely.
for it to be
like it could be a fantasy world. It would be even better if it was just a fantasy world. Back in my teens, I would have liked a show like this. Kind of like Slayers. It was cool. You watched it. You enjoyed. Oh, cool colors. Blah. and watch the show. But here, it's so random that it is an isekai. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it adds nothing.
Except for the occasional joke, I used to be an accountant.
But that was only one time in the beginning.
Yeah,
and
well,
it wasn't
the
even
wasabi,
brought up again.
or the wasabi was a clue point for him to find out that his master is dead. But yeah, his master.
Oh, smart! That was okay.
Very...
I take everything back. It was super essential for this part that this show was an isekai.
Right.
How is he going to find out that his master is a zombie? Okay, I have to make this an isekai, so he makes wasabi. So yeah, now it makes total sense. All right,
it makes sense.
Everything.
No, it
falls into place.
It's awful.
I have to readjust my...
All the character, like, he has no trouble. He is a poor guy in this noble family, but essentially, there is no problem. Yeah. It's all good.
They could have worked with that.
And even the plot part that was hinted at, that he might have trouble with the elder brother. Nothing! It was suddenly, first of all, he wanted to keep magic a secret, and suddenly it was okay, and he was famous for being a super magician. Right. What? Right. It makes no sense. So the brother wasn't a problem. The father, who was a huge dick most of the time, wasn't a problem at all. He didn't put any hindrances into it. The master he suddenly found was a godsend, and it was like, alright, I found you because you have very similar wavelength to me. I give you my knowledge and powers.
I think what was super cheap was this part where he's like meeting this magician dude. Yeah, and he's like, okay, I'm now trying to figure out your potential. Oh, your potential is very high. You don't have to train you to unlock your potential. I can just copy my potential onto you. Now you have my potential. I know. Right, I'm out of here.
And then he gives him a magical bag that can basically hold anything, which also comes back because all the provisions from a raid that was happening beforehand were still in there, and he gets money out of the provisions that were in there.
He's not only powerful, he's also rich.
And he has a super magical object that is very, very rare in this world, and is only.
But he does he get that back? The bag
he
back?
Gets the bag back. He has the bag.
Yeah, back.
He can keep the bag.
That he brings sexy back? I'm asking myself that.
Justin Timberlake could play him, and it would be more interesting.
Everything would be more interesting.
Yeah, I really dislike isekai in most cases. But this one is just so cheap and bad.
He has no challenges. He has no goal. He's not working towards anything. He's just there.
He's a total Gary Stu. In all cases, also his character is not flawed at all. He is perfect. He is lovely. He's sweet. There was this hint of him having social anxiety, which turned out to be nothing.
I have a lot of stuff. I'm just going to my little notes here because I'm not trying to forget anything I want to rant about. So, first thing, the whole premise of him being born to a poor family with 8 siblings, especially the 8 siblings part, or 7 siblings, is what, besides the title of the show, this adds nothing. It's totally
useless. I thought so too until I saw the 3rd episode, which is very late to make your title important, is that all the other adventurers are also the son or daughter of someone, and they struggle. They aren't taken seriously, and they have to prove themselves.
But he could just as well be the second son.
He could be the second son. It really doesn't matter anything. Yeah. If he's the 8th or 10th or 7th or 5th or maybe second.
Maybe it's just very, very silly idea of mine. But bear with me. Maybe not every character needs the same motivation. Maybe the characters could be a bit different.
Could they? They have to be copy-pasted, otherwise it's too difficult.
So everyone is born, not the first born kid to the family. Yeah. All of them are born into like noble family, but poor nobles.
Yeah, poor nobles.
And that's about it.
Right, and
that's all of them.
Actually, they're the best of something in the class. He is the best magician. We have the best swordsman. We have the best spear girl, and we have the best martial artist?
I don't know. I don't care.
No, it's really.
They are this, all of them. I mean, like not the main character because he's overpowered. Take the overpowered away, and then he is just the same as the other three characters, who are all the same character with different faces and bodies. Okay, let's get back to like becoming an adventurer, kind of. That's what he's going to do. That's where he's at now in his life. If that's only for rich people, like for nobles, what do the poor people do? It's just farming everything they do. I mean, like, I feel like being the adventurer kind of guy and swinging a sword and killing like some kind of goblin. I feel like that's as low. Everyone can do that. So why
everyone can be a goblin slayer?
Right. So why does there have to be like this school for privileged people? Is there even one for underprivileged ones? I have so many questions.
The whole setup makes no sense. There is no point to it.
So okay. Let me go back to my complaining list. In the first episode, I think before even the OP, or I don't even know, in the first few seconds, we have this part where he's building something with some locals, like he's doing some magic stuff, and then he comes home all exhausted, and his harem is sitting there and is like, do you want us to kiss your feet? Sure, we do that. And he's just like, ha, I'm so funny. And then we cut, and then we see everything we saw, like the backstory and everything. We haven't seen anything from this time period again, ever. Mm-hmm. Why was it there? Why? This was unnecessary. It was a small hint of what I could anticipate is, what is he going to achieve?
Yeah.
It was the only thing. Even this, not really. I wouldn't want to know what he's going to achieve. I mean, like, but this was the only thing I could have tried to focus on, but it's gone.
Yeah.
They already showed that he's going to have his harem in his house and his land.
Everything is great.
So we just now only see how he got there. That's always awesome, isn't it?
But we already know how he got there because he's awesome and can do everything.
Yeah, right. So it doesn't even
doesn't
matter.
Struggle.
So he has his house, and I don't know. Let's just go back to this. The OP sucks.
Yeah. Oh
just
wow.
To say that for
it's awful.
The animation is bad. The like how it's synced up with the song is really bad, and the song is bad. There is nothing redeeming about this OP. It's just like the show. It's bad. It's just like, oh, we need 1 minute and 30 seconds of music with animation. Let's just do something. It's so uninspired. It's unbelievable. I can't even go on anymore.
Well, back to the spoiler-free zone. Which probably didn't matter because you've seen the anime before anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
even if you haven't seen it,
you've seen it. In terms of originality,
it hurts.
Can we give it minus points now?
Really?
If the it's so unoriginal. The characters are so unoriginal. It takes it away from you.
It hurts.
It hurts.
Yeah.
It's a -5
right.
at least.
If I have to go, it's our own rating system, so we can give 0 points, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that. 0.
Not 3-0. It's a solid 0.
0, yeah.
It's a bad 0.
I'm just going with story 0 as well. Oh, maybe. Wait a second. I give the story.
What story?
No. I'm trying to be fair. I mean, like, we're professional reviewers, so I'm trying to give this a professionally fair review. So for the story, I give it 3 points.
Wow. Okay, that's far higher than I'd go, because to me it's just so bland, and that is actually exactly the story problem I have with most of these light novels. They are not well written, they are not properly written, there is no story arc, no dramaturgical entity behind it, so it's maximum at 1. One, because I'm not even interested in what's gonna happen next. Then I would have given it a 2 at least.
Yeah. maybe I was a bit too generous, but I'm sticking with it. I said it.
Animation.
I'm sticking with it. Animations, it's very mediocre.
Yeah, it's so generic and boring.
But that fits the show.
Yeah, it fits the show. Well, it fits the show, so it should be high up. For me, well, some of the girls look better than what I could draw.
If we would draw the line there, we would have to give every show 10 out of 10.
I can draw a little.
All right, I can't.
Figure. Yeah, well, it's 3 maximum.
I go with 5. It's not falling apart, and it does not look terrible, and does not go like off character sheet kind of. It just not.
Okay.
It's consistent. It's consistent enough.
Okay, yeah. In this case, I revised and give it a 4. It's just too boring for me to like it.
Yeah. So for the fun part, I mean, I don't know. Are we talking fun, making fun of it?
Yeah. In this case, actually, it's one of the reasons I might not drop it right now, is to just bash it.
To witness the train wreck unfold.
Yeah, to witness the train wreck unfold. It's to just get justification for how bland it is, how predictable it is. So yeah, I might
yeah,
a 4-ish.
A 4.
Yeah, just for the irony factor.
Okay, I give it a 3.
All right.
Overall,
if I had to recommend it, tell other people, please watch this show. It's a definite no. I won't even.
I will forget that I watched this the moment I dropped it.
Yeah. Basically, it's just a 1.
It just melts together with every other isekai.
It's 1. Yeah.
Yeah. It's. No, I mean, like, the overall considered, like, it's watchable.
Okay, fair enough. You don't die while watching it.
3. I give it a 3.
Okay, a 2. Let's say 2.
Okay. Don't watch it if you have any kind of self-worth.
And if you watched it and liked it, try to convince us.
Yeah, write in the comments
why you're that crazy.
And don't. I mean, like, people will say, like, I'm trash and I like Isekai-Trash, so I watch Isekai-Trash. That's a common excuse, but give us something more unique.
Tell us what's good about the show. Maybe we haven't seen or considered what's actually clever.
Or maybe we haven't seen something that is bad. Maybe we've just skipped over something bad.
Right.
At that, if you know something that we didn't talk about that is really, really bad, yeah.
Let us know. Just talk to us.
Just talk to us, goddammit. We're just trapped in this room.
We're trapped in this room for weeks and months to come.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't care. All the other stuff, you know it.
Yeah, please.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, ring the bell, hit subscribe, leave us alone. I'm just out of here.
Right. Thanks.